Thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20. The name of the franchise is the Hollywood Avengers. I created all of the actors that play in the MCU as players on the team. As you can see from the standings, it's the 11th game of the season. The Avengers are 7-3, and they're one game out of first place. Let's get this show on the road. Let's do this. So it's a 3-game set at Atlanta. So we'll start at April 6th. Few organizations games. Play game. Okay. Decline the offer. Play full game. We have the away team playing at the home of the Braves, Truist Park. I didn't know it was called that. Well, Chris Hemsworth, also known as Thor, is the starting pitcher. Let's do this. Oh. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, as the Hollywood Avengers take on the Atlanta Braves in Truist Park. I had no idea it was called Truist Park. On the mound for the Braves is Garrett Cole, making his 3rd start of the season. He is 0-1 with a 5.91 earned run average. And he has the misfortune of facing Tom Holland, also known as Spider-Man, to lead off the game. He's hitting .595 in 10 games. It's on fire. Strike. Count is 0-1.
720.
Swing and a miss. The 2-seamer. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Holland. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Spidey. Count evens at 2-2. 51 degrees here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's early April. It's kind of chilly. Count is 2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. There's 1 out here. In the top of the 1st. Yeah, too close to take. I mean, it might have been below the knee, but still too close to take. Next up is Anthony Mackie, also known as the Falcon, hitting .368, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Pitches high for ball 1. Two 2-0. Mackie is 5 for his last 13 at the plate. And he slashes it to the 3rd baseman. Brett fires to first. There's 2 down. Starting lineup for the Avengers: Tom Holland at 2nd, Anthony Mackie at short, Robert Downey Jr. at 1st, Chadwick Boseman at 3rd, Chris Evans at center. Check that. At the catching position, Idris Elba in right, Mark Ruffalo, designated hitter, Dave Bautista in left, and Don Cheadle in center. RDJ himself, Tony Stark, is up at the plate. Takes strike 1, 97 on the radar gun. Robert Downey Jr. is hitting .286, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. This is the first week of baseball, early April. Outside, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. He hits it high and deep, but it curves into the seats and foul ball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tony. Outside corner, strike 3, and he catches him looking. So after a half an inning of baseball, it's the Hollywood Avengers 0, Atlanta coming to bat. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thor, Odin's son, also known as Chris Hemsworth, makes his third start of the season for the Avengers. He's already 2-0 with a 1.59 earned run average. And he gets to face Johnny Damon, hitting 229 on the season. He deals. Swing and a miss, strike one. The Avengers have won 7 out of their first 10 games. That's RDJ at first and Dave Bautista in left. At the knees, called second strike, count is 0-2. Inside 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's one down here for the Braves. Next up, Minnie Minoso is hitting 289, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. There's one down here in the bottom of the first. Inside ball one.
1-0.
Low 2-0. Count 2 balls and no strikes on Minoso. And he grounds it weakly to Tom Holland at second base. Spider-Man throws, and there's 2 down. Starting lineup for the Braves, Johnny Damon leads off. Minnie Minoso is in left. George Brett's at third. Fred McGriff is first. Jose Altuve is at second. Mookie Betts in right. George Springer is a designated hitter. Paul DeJong is playing short. And Tom Murphy is batting ninth and catching. So George Brett's hitting 317 in this young season. He has had a hit in every single game so far. 10-game hitting streak. Takes strike one at the knees. Again, sinker at the knees. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Brett. He grounds it weakly down the third base line. It goes foul. Count remains 0 balls and 2 strikes. And he laces it to left. Bautista is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So after 1 inning of baseball here in Atlanta, Georgia, no score. Top of the second, the late great Chadwick Boseman. T'Challa's hitting 429. Takes inside for ball one.
That's the ball. That's inside.
Just off the plate inside. Count is 2-0 on T'Challa. Right on the corner. 2-1. Black Panthers hitting up a storm. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. Hitters count. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Captain America is on deck.
Full count.
Swing and a miss at ball 4, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Chadwick. Oh, he catches him on the corner. And there's one down here. That's Cole's 3rd strikeout of the game. So next up is Chris Evans, Captain America. He's gotten off to a slow start. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Cole. And he hits it towards the gap, but it is playable. Minoso makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That is fifth. The right fielder, number 63.
Idris Elba hitting 344, 2 homers, 7 runs batted in. He plays Hemidall in the Marvel Universe, in the Thor franchise. This guy's at the short center field. And Johnny Damon races in to make the catch and retire the side. So, Inning and a half of baseball has been played. There's still no score here in Atlanta. Bottom of the second, Fred McGriff, 279, 3 RBIs. Fred McGriff played for the Toronto Blue Jays in the 90s. Power hitting first baseman. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Out in front of the sinker, strike two. Count is quickly, no balls with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's one down here in the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve is up. Obviously, in real life, he plays for the Houston Astros. And he pulls it foul, strike one. He's hitting a $135 in this fictional universe. He goes down and laces it foul. But the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Altuve. Pops it back to the screen. We'll do it again. Chris Hemsworth. Thor Odin's son. Again, he fouls it off. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there were 2 down. Chased that slider outside for his 3rd strikeout. Next up is Mookie Betts, hitting .375, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in the early season. Some hot driving runners in. He's up there with 2 downs in the bottom of the second. Swings over the top of the split finger fastball. The shift is on, as you can see. Only 1 infielder on the right side. RDJ, the first baseman, is covering the entire right side of the infield. And again, the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on an Atlanta hitter. And he jams him in on his hands, pulls it to Batista, who's right there to make the catch to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball complete, it's still 0-0 here in Atlanta, Georgia. No hits for anybody. Top of the 3rd, Mark Ruffalo hitting .281, 1 homer, 7 runs batted in. The man that plays the Hulk in the Marvel Universe. Pitch is low, ball 1. Right down the middle, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ruffalo. And he's a little late on the slider. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hulk. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he pulls it foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mark Ruffalo. Oh, he catches him looking. And there's 1 down here in the 3rd. He does not agree with the call. Standings in the National League East. As you can see, the Atlanta Braves are only a game and a half out. They're 5-5 though. So with 1 down here in the top of the 3rd, Dave Batista hitting .306, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. Dave Batista plays Drax, the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Takes outside ball 1. Modest 5-game hitting streak. And it's high and tight, ball 2. Swing and a miss at this two-seamer. 98 miles an hour on the radar gun. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Batista. 3-1 count. Hitters count. War Machine is on deck. Don Cheadle. Right on. Oh my goodness. He thought it was a ball 4, but big strike zone. Count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. Did he go? No, he did not. And it is ball 4, and they have their first base runner of the game. So with 1 down here in the top of the 3rd, the Avengers have a base runner.
Number 10.
So Don Cheadle, slow out of the gate, he's hitting only 207. He plays James Rhodes in the Iron Man franchise. Quick throw to first. Batista's back. Swing and miss. A little late on the fastball. Count is 0-1 on War Machine. And he keeps going up the ladder. Chases the ball, and he's 0-2. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Don Cheadle. Batista leads off first. And he jams him in on his wrist. It's popped up. Short left field. George Brett makes the catch for the 2nd out. No runner advance.
The second baseman.
So the lineup turns over. Tom Holland, who struck out in the 1st, is up. He's 0 for 1. Inside pitch ball. Throw down to second is in time. And Tom Holland will have to continue his at-bat next half inning because Batista is thrown out. He's trying to steal. I think he got his hands in there, but I don't know. The point is he was thrown out. Bottom of the 3rd, George Springer, the DH, steps up. He's hitting 368, 3 homers, 4 runs batted in this young season. Thor deals. He's way out in front of the 2-seam fastball for strike 1. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball, and it's 0-2 on Springer. Oh, he hits it high and deep, and that one is not coming back, as it is a solo home run from George Springer, his 4th homer of the season. And it's just like that. It is a 1-0 lead for the Atlanta Braves here in this first game of a 3-game set at Truist Park. Here's the replay. So next up, Paul DeJong, 364, 5 RBIs. At the knees, strike 1. Grounds it to the shortstop. Mackie fields, fires, got him. So there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Number 9 man catching, Tom Murphy, hitting 290s at 8 runs batted in, though. It's been productive out of that 9th hole. Right on the edge, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slurve, strike 2. Strike 3 right down the middle, and there are 2 out. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Thor. Oh my goodness, what was he waiting for? Lineup turns over for the Braves is Johnny Damon. He struck out in the 1st. He's only hitting 222 on the season. In there, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count falls to no balls and 2 strikes. Johnny Damon played for the Kansas City Royals, played for the Boston Red Sox, won a World Series, played for the Yankees, but pitched foul back, count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Borderline Hall of Famer. Good outfielder, had no arm at all. Good hitter, good speed. Spark plug player. And he just keeps fouling it off. Count will remain. No balls and 2 strikes. With 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Atlanta has a 1-0 lead. And he skies it to Idris, who barely has to move. Elba makes the catch to retire the side, but not before George Springer hits a solo job, his 4th of the season at the end of 3 innings of play. It's the Braves 1, the Avengers 0. Top of the 4th, again, Tom Holland steps in the plate, a do-over because of the caught stealing by Batista, and he yanks it foul for strike 1. 21 for his last 33. He has been on fire. Fuego. Inside ball 1. Count evens.
1-1.
Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Spider-Man. And he hits it high and deep, but Mookie Betts is there and races it down into the gap for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 9.
Anthony Mackie's 0 for 1. Checks his swing. It's inside for ball 1. And he pulls the slider foul. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Mackie. Right on the edge. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mackie. Falcon steps in. Low, 2-2. Garrett Cole has been sharp. He did not go. The count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty here in the top of the 4th. Cole deals. Swing and a miss. Probably a ball 4, but there's 2 down. Next up is Iron Man. RDJ. He's 0 for 1. And a line drive, but right at Fred McGriff to retire the side. So 3.5 innings complete. It's still Atlanta 1. Hollywood Avengers 0. Bottom of the 4th, Minnie Minoso grounded out in the 1st. He steps in for a 2nd plate appearance against Hemidall. Takes it at the knees to strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls up the sinker. Count is 0-2. And he slices it, but it goes foul. Just gets a piece of the splitter. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes on Minoso. I do not remember what team Minoso played for. I think it was the Minnesota Twins. Swing and a miss. Inside corner. Strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. Pitch speed comparison from Topps playing cards. As you can see, they're both in the high 90s. Approaching triple digits. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. George Brett steps up. 3,000 hit club. Hall of Famer for the Kansas City Royals. Steps in there.
Yeehaw!
Takes strike 1.
No, that's low.
Just misses
Ball.
low. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Some of the players that they put in the game, the legendary players. Oh, ground ball to T'Challa. Black Panther fires across the diamond, and there's 2 down. What I was saying was that, you know, most of the legendary players that they create don't really look like the legendary players, but George Brett looks like George Brett. That's what he used to look like. So anyway, with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th, Fred McGriff is up. Another example of somebody that looks really good. That's Fred McGriff. Takes his low for ball 1. So the score is 1-0 Atlanta here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases are empty. 2 down. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Freddie McGriff. Power hitter for the, I think, World Series champion Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, fast, the diving attempt by Chadwick Boseman into left field. With 2 out here in the 4th, McGriff will have a single.
Second baseman, Jose.
This is a replay. T'Challa could not get a glove on it. Next up is Altuve. He's 0 for 1. Runner leads off first. Grounds it on a line to Robert Downey Jr. He pulls it right out of the air to retire the side. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it's still Atlanta 1, Hollywood no runs and no hits yet. 4 innings, no hits. Garrett Cole is pitching a masterpiece. Top of the 5th, Black Panther himself is 0 for 1. The late great Chadwick Boseman.
Number 22.
Hits it to the shortstop. It fires across. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting.
Nice play by DeJong. Chris Evans, Captain America, flew out in the 2nd. He's up there for a 2nd plate appearance. Oh, I think it hit him. Yes, it did. So with 1 out here in the top of the 5th, we have a base runner.
The batter, number 63.
On the kneecap. Ooh, that would have hurt. Idris Elba steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's going. Strong throw to 2nd is not in time. And Captain America has a stolen base. There's a runner in scoring position for Elba now with 1 out. Count is 0 and 1. Inside ball 1. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Hemidall. And he pops it up in the infield. McGriff is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Next up is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo.
84.
Low in the dirt, gets away, and the runner will advance on the wild pitch. So Chris Evans goes to 3rd base. So there's a runner 90 feet. Tying run is 90 feet from home plate. But they're going to need a hit or error, pass ball to get him in. Count is 1 and 0 on Ruffalo. 2 and 0. He's a little late on the slider. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Slices it down the line, it curves, foul. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mark Ruffalo. Garrett Cole deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired, and they strand the runner at 3rd. So, halfway through the 5th inning, it's still Atlanta 1-0. Hollywood Avengers have no hits in 5 innings. Oh, God. Garrett Cole's pitching a masterpiece. Bottom of the 5th, Mookie Betts, 0 for 1. Steps up against Thor. And he pops it up just past the outstretched glove of Robert Downey Jr. and into right field. It will be a leadoff single for the Atlanta Braves. here in the fifth.
Designated hitter number 4,
George Springer hit a home run his last at bat. He accounts for the only run at this point. Inside corner, strike one. Mookie Betts leads off first. Oh no, he hits it high and deep. It is off the wall. Luckily, they had no idea whether or not he was going to catch it because of the way he played it. And runner could not advance on the which could have been a double off the wall. It's only first and second, so it's a long single for George Springer. But it's first and second, and nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Paul DeJong's up. He's 0 for 1. Strike one at the knees.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's one down. DeJong is retired. That's Hemsworth's 6th strikeout of the game. Tom Murphy, number 9 hitter, struck out in the third. Faces. Takes it inside corner, strike 1. So runners at first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. The Atlanta Braves already lead by a run. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The count is 0-2 on Murphy. Oh, and hits it high and deep. That's got a chance. It's going. It is gone. A 3-run home run for Murphy. His first home run of the season. And just like that, it's a 4-0 lead. The Atlanta Braves. Oh. Boom. Avengers are not avenging today. All right, 4-0 Atlanta, bottom of the fifth. Johnny Damon's up. He fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Swinging a miss over the top of the split finger fastball, strike 2. Just gets a piece of the sinker. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it into the shift. Long run by Holland. Throws across his body for the second out. Here in the fifth. Nice play by Spider-Man. Manny Minoso's 0 for 2 is his 3rd plate appearance. Steps in there. And he slices it foul. Slider on the outside corner, strike 2. Inside off the plate, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Minoso. And he fouls it back. Outside count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Just gets a piece. Count will remain 2-2. Atlanta plates 3 runs this inning so far on the 3-run homer by Tom Murphy, and it's 4-0 Braves. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. But again, not before Tom Murphy did this. Hit a 3-run jack to give the Atlanta Braves a 4-0 lead at the end of 5. It's an official ball game. Let's do this. Let's get some runs. Come on. Let's get some runs. Garrett Cole is pitching. So, Dave Bautista walked in the third, no official at bat. Drax the Destroyer is going to start it off the right way. Outside corner, strike one.
That's the ball.
Count is 1-1. And that might just be the first hit of the game. It's going to be a single, big turn at first base by Bautista, but he stays put. And with nobody out here in the top of the sixth, they finally have a base runner. Next up is Don Cheadle. 0 for 1 with a pop out in the third. It's low for ball one to War Machine. Quick throw to first. Batista's back. And it's a line, ground ball, base hit back through the box. And he's going for third. Quick throw to third is not in time. And on the throw to third, he goes to first base. Bad decision by Johnny Damon in center, trying to get that runner going to third. So it's second and third with nobody out because of the throw. Tom Holland is 0 for 2. He files off the first pitch for strike one. He has 2 runners in scoring position. Big moment in the game. And he hits it to shallow center. He's tagging up. The throw to the plate is not in time. So they get a run on the board on the sacrifice fly by Tom Holland, and it's 4-1. 1 out. Runner, still runner in third, less than 2 outs for Anthony Mackie. Jump throw. Not in time on the infield single. It's an RBI infield single for Anthony Mackie. And just like that, the lead is cut in half to 4-2 here with 1 out in the top of the sixth. The pitching coach wants to come out and talk to Garrett Cole, kind of calm him down. Next up is Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. And the pitch out, nothing doing. Pitch is low, count is 2 balls and no strikes on RDJ. Mackie leads off first. Oh, he hits it high and deep. It's going. It is caught at the warning track for the second out of the inning. Oh, it had a chance, but died on the warning track. Nice catch by Mookie Betts. So there's 2 down here in the top of the sixth. And Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, stepping up to the plate. The runner at first. Quick throw over there. Falcon is back in. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count as 1 ball and no strikes. Boseman has a 9-game hitting streak on the line. And he fouls it back to the screen and out of play. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on T'Challa. Slow ground ball to the second baseman. DeJong fires over to first to retire the side. But they get 2 back. And after 5.5 innings of play, it is Atlanta 4, the Avengers 2. Getting close. George Brett is up, 0 for 2.
The third baseman, Joe.
And he fouls it off for strike 1. Long run for War Machine, but Don Cheadle is there to make the catch 1 down here in the bottom of the sixth.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman.
Freddie McGriff's 1 for 2 with a single. Steps up. And he pulls the split finger fastball foul for strike 1. Just gets a piece of the slurve. Count falls quickly to no balls and 2 strikes on McGriff. And again, he fouls it off. Just misses the outside corner. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hemsworth wanted that pitch. He thought it was on the corner. But apparently not. Grounds it. T'Challa chucks across, fires over to first, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the second baseman.
Jose Altuve is 0 for 2. He's batting $128 on the season. He has gotten off to a slow start. Outside corner, strike 1. That was a low strike, but take it. Inside corner, strike 2. Count is 0 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. So 6 innings of baseball complete. The Atlanta Braves lead by 2. It's Atlanta 4. The Hollywood Avengers 2. Top of the 7th. Chris Evans is up. I'm going to get some bullpen help. Actually, I can't do the bullpen yet. But Chris Evans is going to step in. He's 0 for 1. Checks the swing, low, ball 1. Manager, bullpen. Losing already anyway. Josh Brolin will warm up, just in case. Josh Brolin is the man who played Thanos. Line drive, base hit to center field. And Chris Evans, Captain America, can do this all day. He leads off the top of the 7th with a single.
Now batting, number 63.
So Elba's up. Idris Elba is 0 for 2. Evans leads off first. Quick throw to first. He's back. Inside ball 1. Oh, right off the back of the pitcher. My goodness. And it's first and second with nobody out. I hope he's okay. He seems to be fine. 8-game hitting streak for Idris Elba. Here's the replay. You're going to show a different replay or just that one? Just that one. So they're taking Garrett Cole out. Ooh, mistake. So that'll be all for Garrett Cole. He's responsible for both runners. Drew Steckenrider making his 6th appearance out of the bullpen. He has no record. His ERA is 7.50 in 6 innings pitched. Does have a save. Mark Ruffalo is up. Runners on first and second and nobody out. He's 0 for 2 today. And he slices it down the line. And it is playable in foul territory. He's tagging at second. He's going to make it to third. Will he? Yes, he will. Good strong throw, but not in time. And with 1 down, we have runners at first and third. So Dave Bautista can get that runner at third from home without the benefit of the hit. He's 1 for 1 with a single already. Inside ball 1. He's been hitting well with runners in scoring position in the first 10 games of the season. Grounds it down the first base line, tosses it over to second. What just happened? That was a double play. He stepped on first, threw to second, and the side was retired. Oh my goodness. Oh God, what a waste. All right, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. 7th inning stretch is over. Now we're at the bottom of the 7th, and Mookie Betts is up. He has 1 for 2 with a single. Hemsworth is still out there. And Betts pulls it deep, but foul. Strike 1. That was a great opportunity to score. Oh. Low and outside, 1-1. And he skies it to right. Long run by Elba. Hemidall makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
The designated hitter.
George Springer has a home run today. In the 3rd inning, he did this. Boom. In there, strike 1. Grounds it up the middle. Mackie is there. He fires across the diamond. And there's 2 down. Falcon. Next up is Paul DeJong. He's 0 for 2. He struck out. He grounded out. 3rd plate appearance against Thor. Two down here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh my goodness, that was outside and low, but he called it a strike, so we'll take it. No balls, 2 strikes. And off at the end of the bat, he skies it to right. Idris Elba is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. 7 innings of baseball are gone. The Avengers are losing 4-2. Time to do something about this. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
taking over on the mound for the Braves is Joe Smith, making his, well, last year he had 28 appearances and his ERA was 1.80. So far he hasn't pitched yet this year. Don Cheadle. Before we do that, manager, bullpen. Josh Brolin's going to pitch. The 8th. Don Cheadle's up. Pitch is low, ball 1.
Nope, that's outside.
2 balls, no strikes. Lefty and a righty warming up in the Braves bullpen. Josh Hader and Will Harris. 2 really good relievers. John Cheadle's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Rhodey. Oh, line drive, but caught by DeJong. And there's 1 down here in the 8th. Starter comparison, Garrett Cole obviously outpitched Thor. Sucks, but true. Tom Holland is up. He's 0 for 2. He had a sac fly and an RBI, but he's still 0 for 2 today. Just gets a piece of the sinker, strike 1. And he pulls it, but right there is Mini Minoso. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 9.
Anthony Mackie, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Steps in with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Just gets a piece, strike 1. Right on the outside corner, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Mackie. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Smith. And halfway through the 8th inning, it's 4-2 Atlanta. A lot of work to do. Yes, I'll change pitchers. Actually, no, I won't.
Leading up for the Braves, the catcher, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy hit a 3-run homer today. He is the difference maker. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two.
0-2.
And he pulls the two-seamer foul. Strike three. Outside corner, he does not agree with the call. That's the 9th strikeout for Thor.
Now batting.
But he's still losing by 2 runs, so manager, bullpen, Josh Brolin put him in the game. So Thor pitched a decent game. He had 2 mistakes to give up a home run, 2 homers, and one of them was a 3-run homer. He is the pitcher. He cannot win. He can only lose.
Now pitching.
Josh Brolin's pitched in 3 games so far this season. He has no record. His ERA is 3.00. That gets to face Johnny Damon, who's 0 for 3. Fouls off the splitter, strike one. Swing and a miss at the splitter once again. Count is 0-2 on Damon. Outside, ball one. Oh, he wanted that pitch. But instead it's called the ball low, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Damon. Just gets a piece of the split finger fastball, and we'll do it again. 2-2. And he jams him, short center field. Cheadle is there, and there's 2 away.
Now batting. Number 9.
Minnie Minoso's 0 for 3. Gets to face the left-hander. Fouls off the two-seamer for strike one. Swing and a miss over the top of the change of speed. Count is 0-2 on Minoso. Fouls it back. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count is still no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And he flares it out to center, and it will fall. A bloop single from Minoso. And with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th, they have a base runner.
The third baseman, number 5,
George Brett is up. He's 0 for 3. Season average is .295. And he pulls it down the line and goes foul. Strike one. Slider's low. 1-1. And he pops him up. On the edge of the outfield grass, Tom Holland is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So it's last licks for the Avengers. We go to the top of the 9th. They need 2 to tie. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Let's do this. Josh Hader making his 6th appearance. He's 0 for 1. He's 0-1 record. He has 3 saves. His ERA is 6.23. He gets to face Robert Downey Jr. to start the game. RDJ is 0 for 3.
the first baseman.
Outside corner, strike one. Nasty pitch. Right on the edge. Low ball one. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Tony.
That's the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1.
Jams him in on his hands, 97 on the radar gun, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Robert Downey Jr. Oh, and he pulls the slider foul. We'll do it again. Count goes full on the leadoff man. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. Here in the top of the 9th. Avengers trail by 2. And he walks the leadoff man. Robert Downey Jr. is at first, and the tying run will come to the plate here in the 9th.
Now batting, number 22.
Chadwick Boseman is 0 for 3. Steps up against Hader. Right at the knees, strike 1. Late on the fastball, count will be no balls and 2 strikes on Black Panther.
No, that missed.
Off the plate inside, 1 and 2. Outside, 2 and 2.
2 and 2's the count.
Downey leads off first. Boseman's at the plate. Second 3 and 2 count in a row. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. Will the runner be in motion? I don't think so. Here's the pitch. Grounds it deep in the hole. In the short, it gets through. It's first and oh, fumbles it, but no advance on the base path. So with no one out here in the 9th, the tying run is now at first base. That's a 10-game hitting streak for T'Challa. Ground ball with eyes through the hole between short and third. Next up is Captain America. Switch hitter batting now from the right side against the lefty. There's single in the 7th. Takes pitch, ball 1. It's only hitting 5 for 26 on the season. That's 192 average. Oh no! It's 4, 6. Not in time, so it's a fielder's choice. Runners at first and third with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. It wasn't hit quite hard enough to Altuve in order to turn the double play. Next up is Idris Elba. He's 1 for 3 today, and there's 1 down in the top of the 9th. And he just gets a piece of the 2-seamer, strike 1. And he hits it to center. Tag-up situation. Throw is offline. And it's a 1-run ball game with 2 outs. Sacrifice fly by Idris Elba. It's 4-3. So now with 2 down, they're down to their final out. They have a runner at first. The tying run is at first. Mark Ruffalo is up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Doubling the gap may score the run. And it's a single to the right side. And suddenly, the tying run is now at second with 2 outs. On the single from Mark Ruffalo.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dave Bautista. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bullpen is active, and the reliever Will Harris takes over on the mound for the Braves. This is his 4th appearance out of the bullpen. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings so far this season. He has not given up an earned run. He's coming in to face Drax the Destroyer, who's 1 for 2. A single will tie this ball game. Swings and misses at the cut fastball for strike 1. Dave Bautista's hitting .316 on the season. Low, ball 1. Count is even 1 ball and 1 strike on Dave Bautista. Checked it. Count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. The Avengers are down by 1. Runners at second and first. He broke his wrists, and that's a strike. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ball game over. And the Atlanta Braves win the first of this 3-game set here in Atlanta, 4-3. Ugh. Made it close, but it's a loss. What are you going to do? The Avengers are now 7-4 on the season. So, Atlanta, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Hollywood Avengers, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Garrett Cole gets the win. Chris Hemsworth gets the loss. Will Harris gets the save. George Springer is the player of the game. I do not agree. I think it should be Tom Murphy, the catcher, who hit a 3-run homer. But they called George Springer, who was 2 for 3 with a homer and an RBI. So I wish I could have won the game. But you play 162 games, you're going to lose some of them. Just a fact of life. So thank you for joining me. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. You don't have to like this video because personally I don't even like it. But if you could subscribe to the channel, it would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.